We have a plan. Take these raw shipping containers and turn them into our modern, cozy home. The very first decision about the interior, what to frame the walls with, opened up a massive debate: traditional wood or modern steel. And then the container itself decided to throw us a few curveballs.
We just made a bad discovery.
For framing, we didn't just choose one material. We decided to use a hybrid approach. For majority of the walls and ceiling, we went with light gauge steel studs. They're straight, fire resistant, and won't warp or rot. Perfect for a metal box, right? But for the plumbing walls and the areas where we will need to screw cabinets and shelves, we decided to use wood framing. In the next few episodes, we'll tackle framing each level of this metal shell, which is a whole new challenge. And in this episode, we'll reveal how we're running utilities through our steel and wood hybrid framed walls. Stay tuned to see the surprises we find,
But there's something really weird down here. Look at this.
and how we plan on framing the rest of the third level. All right, you guys, late start today, but we're gonna jump right back to framing the third level of our container house. So first up, we are going to finish framing along this side of the container, that picture window. Then we're gonna work our way this way, down the wall, and down this wall. Right here will be where our bathroom is going, so we need to frame that in wood. So that will be a completely different setup. So basically, we are just gonna jump right to it, start on that side, and work our way this way.
Nhưng mà tôi sẽ cho ai đây là số cái gì sẽ sửa đi sửa dạ bắt cái gì mà
We want to try and eliminate thermal bridging as much as possible. So, since this part of the container cantilevers over the second level and is exposed to the exterior, we are installing a layer of foam under the steel framing to help mitigate thermal bridging.
Babe, I kind of messed up my finger a little bit. Can I have a paper towel?
The screws we're using have a tendency to slide out from under us as we're trying to install them. And because of that, Vion ended up piercing the top of his finger with the drill bit. Nothing serious, but not a fun way to start our day. And this is just the beginning of our struggles. Just wait. If you've watched our previous framing videos, and a lot of our other videos as well, you'll know that we use these self-leveling lasers all the time. They are an amazing way to make anything straight and level, and they come in handy for a wide variety of uses. And guess what? I was able to get you guys a special discount code for these lasers. So if you're interested, click the links in the description and use code Pacific Pines for 15% off your order. I cannot recommend these enough. They are so useful.
Making progress, little by little.
I still can't believe how easy steel framing is. And thank you to those of you who've offered advice, tips, and tricks into the steel framing world. I think our next move is to try the steel stud crimping tool to attach the studs together and see how that works out. We're definitely going to be experimenting more with structural steel framing in the future.
Making some progress. We almost have this little nook at the end of the container all framed. Super rainy, super stormy, super humid today, but I don't know why I am so thirsty. I'm pounding the water today. And speaking of water,
water is a part of our everyday lives, and having access to clean water is really important for our health and well-being. These days, water sources from homes and businesses can have significant contaminants inside. And when you try to find a reliable water source while outdoors, the options can be pretty sketchy, to say the least. Introducing GLACIERFRESH, a portable reverse osmosis filter designed for ultimate water freedom. You can turn virtually any water source into clean, safe drinking water in minutes. That's right, you can even use water from rivers, lakes, streams, ponds, or even questionable tap water. Simply plug it in, turn on the power, press the button, and drink with confidence. The GLACIERFRESH water filter comes with a carrying case and everything you need to create clean water. The multi-stage filtration system effectively reduces up to 99% of contaminants for pure, crisp water. That means no harmful substances, bacteria, or heavy metals. What sets this filter apart is the dual power options. You can power it via standard outlet, or it can be used completely off the grid by using the battery pack to power the water filter. The GLACIERFRESH RO filter offers flexible power solutions so you can always have clean water whether you're indoors, outdoors, at home, or on the go. The GLACIERFRESH water filter setup is perfect for camping, hiking and overlanding, international travel, emergency use, RVs and van life, boats, remote work, and off-grid living.
GLACIERFRESH. This reverse osmosis water filter by GLACIERFRESH is so incredible. I love how portable it is. I love how easy it is to set up. And I especially love that you can use it anywhere. Lakes, rivers, streams, campgrounds, hotels. It's really versatile and it is a great way to have pure water everywhere. Be sure to click the exclusive link in the description if you're interested in picking up this GLACIERFRESH reverse osmosis portable water filter.
Special thank you to GLACIERFRESH for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it. So, to frame the picture window, we are using 2 vertical steel studs and 2 horizontal pieces of steel track to create the frame for the window. Viant is doing a little custom cutout for the track so it fits nicely. It's really amazing how much rigidity these 2 small pieces add to the frame. We've thought a long time about what to do with these 2 exposed C-channels in the middle of the room. Do we leave them exposed, or frame them with drywall, or frame them and create a faux wood beam? For now, we're leaning towards the faux wood beam idea, but what do you guys think we should do? Comment below and let us know your thoughts or creative ideas.
All right, you guys, we got this section all framed. We're gonna call it a night. It's pretty late. Get back at it tomorrow and start framing the wooden section over here.
And today I didn't know that I will get a piercing on my finger, but yeah.
Yeah, small injury, but
Still alive.
yeah. See you guys tomorrow. And we're back. Let's get right to it. Today we are going to jump in and work on framing the bathroom right here, which is going to be in wood. So we're gonna switch gears from metal to wood and frame out this area. Just a side note, if you guys are ever looking for specific videos that we've created on a specific topic, check out the playlists on our YouTube channel. I have tons of different playlists, tons of different topics, and it's a lot easier to kind of sort through our videos if you're looking for, let's say, something about our roof construction or something about the foundation, etc., etc. It's all in each playlist organized by topic. So don't forget to check that out if you're looking for something specific.
So this is where we left off. We got this side of the container pretty much all framed, but now we need to work on the bathroom framing, which will be in wood.
You ready for a long day?
Mega motivated.
The bathroom will be framed in wood for a few reasons. To allow enough space for the plumbing and electrical to be installed within the walls, and because we plan to attach stuff to the walls like shelves and the bathroom vanity, etc. We have some really cool ideas for the bathroom, like a double-headed shower and a floating toilet, so subscribe if you haven't already to see how they unfold.
So right now we are working on framing this wall right here in the bathroom. What will be the bathroom, because it's not a bathroom yet. So you guys will see it when it's finished, but basically the layout is gonna be, the entrance door is gonna be right here. Come into the bathroom. You have toilet, vanity, and shower. Now we have some pretty unique things planned for the toilet and the shower. As per usual, always doing crazy, unique stuff on the ranch. For the toilet in particular, we would like to install a floating toilet or a wall-hung toilet. And we just need to check some measurements and the layout of how that's set up to make sure that we do the framing in a way that can support the toilet. So should be pretty cool. I am excited about the fact that it will be a little bit easier to clean around the toilet. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We've never installed a toilet, let alone a wall hung floating toilet, so that should be interesting. But I have confidence in us, we shall figure it out. All right, got the first wall of the bathroom pretty much framed. So basically what we ended up doing is we left a gap here because we need to have some specific measurements to install the wall hung toilet. So we left the opening, so when we go to install the toilet, we can make sure everything is installed well. So we will install those studs once we go to install the toilet, and same over here for the shower area. So moving along. You guys, we just made a bad discovery. There is a man, I don't know if you can see on camera, but this area of the floor right here is really messed up. So we're gonna have to remove it and replace it. Never fun to find stuff like that, but
we knew there was a few questionable areas on the floor of the container, and we decided this one needed to be replaced because it's directly where we need to install the wall and the door frame for the bathroom. In the previous framing video, we replaced one area of the floor that was absolutely destroyed beyond repair. So let's see what this area is like. So this area right here, we're gonna have to replace the plywood because as you can see, it is delaminating quite a bit and pretty deep down. The more that we pull it, the more it's coming apart. So, yeah. So we're just gonna replace this just in case. Better do it now than later. So, yay, another hole in the floor. Let's see, is there any treasures down there? Too dark. What about this way? No. All right.
This definitely puts some delays in our schedule, but is it even really a project if we don't run into some kind of complication? So hopefully we can pull this plywood up relatively quickly and get a new piece in there.
Nothing ever goes as planned. Probably the most annoying part about replacing the floor is removing the screws. They are so rusted and old that they almost never come out by themselves. So we end up breaking them or just cutting them off. But it definitely makes removing the floor a little difficult and time consuming. So making some progress, got most of this panel up, but there's something really weird down here. Look at this. Subscribe! Always cool to find hidden treasures in your house that you made. All right, we finally got all of the kind of bad plywood removed. Here is the results. This is the roof of the second level under here. So it's been a while since we've seen that. Now we're gonna take this sheet of plywood, cut the good size, and install it over here so that way we have a solid floor. Sometimes you wake up and you think you're gonna make big progress and stuff happens to derail your schedule. What can you do? Once we finished removing the floor and prepping everything, it was time to install the new flooring.
Back in action, got the floor situated, got a new piece installed, and now we are gonna jump back to framing.
But we'll do something different. This time that will be the first time that we have a wall that's not against the wall of the container. So what we'll do, we'll install a plate at the bottom as we did before, and we'll install another stud on the ceiling, and we'll bridge 2 studs to install a plate on top, and after we just do the stud in between.
So stay tuned to see it
In action.
in action.
We needed an anchor system to attach the top of the wall to the steel framing. So Viant cut up some of the metal track to fit in between the steel studs. That way we can screw the top of the wall to the ceiling. Now, after that minor detour, we're ready to continue framing the bathroom. So let's continue.
So we made some good progress on framing the 3rd level of our container house. As you see, we got some of the bathroom framed in. We didn't get as far as we wanted to because we got a bit sidetracked replacing this piece of plywood for the floor, and that actually ended up taking quite a bit of time. So, c'est la vie, as they say.
Yeah.
Anyways, check out the progress. So, a little walk-through tour. So we will have a door right here that opens. Okay, so hello. Now we're inside the bathroom. Like I said earlier, floating toilet / wall-hung toilet, vanity, and then the shower. We have something very cool planned for the shower. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it once we get to installing that. But anyways, we got this wall all framed up. And like I said earlier, we decided to not install the vertical studs where the toilet and the shower plumbing is going to be because we're not totally sure about the measurements yet. So, yeah.
In time.
Yeah.
You always can adjust it.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that later once we have the toilet and are ready to do it. Then we got this wall all framed in. So basically now we're missing this wall, and the end over there, and the frame for the door.
And I see online so many people want to have like kind of a good tutorial how to put two containers together. And maybe Jess, you can make a video and now we'll show like how we'll do to frame the inside too, where the container met. I think that would be really helpful if somebody start a project of container or something like that.
So we still have quite a bit of work to do, chipping away at it little by little. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another video on Pacific Pines Ranch. We really appreciate all of your likes, comments, and shares, especially your encouraging comments. They really mean a lot to us. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Well, that wasn't quite what we expected, but I'm really happy we made some progress. We still have a little bit of work to do to finish framing the third level, but we are super close to moving on to framing the second level and the entrance structure, which should have their own challenges. Stay tuned for more and hope you all have an amazing weekend. We'll see you in the next one. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and sometimes even during the week, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.